Chris called up and they clapped it in.
As we should. What can you say?
I'm trying to stay on something.
Just don't think about that. Oh yeah. Sacrifice for Eagan.
Good afternoon and welcome to Northview Park here in Eagan, Minnesota as we get ready for the Eagan Wildcats to take on Bloomington-Jefferson in a varsity matchup. I'm Chad Bailey and I'll be your play-by-play announcer, and with me is Daryl Borger doing commentary and PA announcing. Daryl, this is a good test for the Eagan Wildcats as Bloomington comes in undefeated, and we've had a couple of struggles lately in the last couple games.
Yes, we have. Started out real well the first couple games, scored them, won them actually, and we struggled a bit lately, but hopefully get back on track today.
Absolutely. Key to the game for me is defensive positioning, making sure that we're ready to go and that we have our heads in the game, ready to make the plays behind Nicole Casilius, who comes in 2-3 on the year. She's given up 44 runs, but only 29 of those are earned. Her ERA is 6.411 on the season. Starting off for the Bloomington-Jefferson Jaguars is number 15, Jackie Larson. She's playing center fielder, and batting behind her is number 11, Macy Gregor, the second baseman.
Let's get started. First up for the Jaguars, the center fielder, number 15, Jackie Larson.
Bloomington comes in 7-0, 6-0 in the Metro West Conference, ranked 6th in the state in Class 4A. First pitch is a called strike, outside half of the plate.
Good start for Casilius. If she stays, gets that first pitch strike, she's very effective.
Ball in the dirt. We'll go around the infield. Playing third base, number 7, Jalen Hemsworth. Playing shortstop, number 83, Addie Goyle. Playing second base, number 66, Ella Bailey. And playing first base, number 50, Sarah Borger. It's a foul ball down the right field line, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Be nice to get a strike right here, get the out. Comes in a little high, ball 2. Jackie Larson is one of their better hitters. She has a .517 batting average, leads the team in hits with 15 hits on the season. Ground ball, second base, Ella Bailey up with it, makes the play, and an out.
Nice play. Way to charge that ball. Bailey, quick. She's got good range. Does a great job.
Batting next,
Jackie Larson's got a lot of speed. She made that play a lot closer than it probably looked like when she first took off on it. Now batting, number 11, second baseman, Macy Gregor.
Hopefully that stays the course. Nicole throwing that first pitch strike again.
Yeah, that's the second one in a row. It's key for her to get off to a good start. Foul tip into the glove of Megan Dierberger. We're 0-2 now. Good start. The call comes in from the dugout. Coach Duncan calls the pitches. Keeps Nicole and Megan on the same page. Oh, called strike up in the zone. Something to pay attention to. That was a nice change up there by Nicole Casilius. Gets the called strikeout.
next up, number 8, Tabitha Hackett.
Now batting for Jefferson is number 8, shortstop, Tabitha Hackett. She's on the right side. That's the second pitch, and again, they come in calling that high pitch.
And again, third batter in a row, she's gotten that first pitch strike.
Absolutely. We haven't had too many 1-2-3 innings this year. It'd be really nice to see getting out here and get through this. Hard ground ball to our shortstop, Addie Goyle. Over to first base, Sarah Borger makes the play, and they go 1-2-3. After half of an inning, 0-0 on ETV.
The Jags failed to score the top of the first. Wildcats coming to bat.
All right, so we're going into the bottom half of the first inning. On the mound for the Jaguars is junior Josie Becker. She pitched just on Thursday night against in the Jefferson's last game against St. Louis Park, giving up 3 hits and 1 run. Batting for the Wildcats is sophomore, number 55, our pitcher, Nicole Casillas.
The sophomore pitcher, Nicole Casillas.
It'll be really key for the Wildcats to get going early. The bats have actually been a really nice, pleasant surprise this year. We've actually scored quite a bit. The only game that was a little bit disconcerting was this Lakeville South game earlier this week. Ball high there to Nicole. Good take. There's a line drive into left field over
the head.
Sophie Rowland's head. Nicole is headed into second base with a stand-up double to lead off the game. Daryl, that's something that's been really key this year. Nicole has really gotten off to a hot start in most of these games.
She's been very consistent. Hits in each of her games. I think she went about 8 or 9 at-bats in a row without getting out early in the season.
Absolutely. So now, entering the game for the Wildcats is number 40, Tess Peterson. She'll courtesy run for the pitcher, Nicole Casillas. And batting for the Wildcats now is number 34, Gabby Beerley. Center fielder. She's also had a really good start to her year. She's batting .409 on the season. Has 9 hits. Foul ball up out of play. Given the umpire has called that a high strike, it's probably something good that Gabby's going after that, being aggressive up there.
Pitch runner in for our pitcher, number 40, Tess Peterson.
Third baseman comes up a little bit, maybe expecting a bunt. Ball outside, did square around. This is an opportunity. Tess is a very quick runner. Could be an opportunity for Christian to get aggressive on the base paths. It's something that he's known for.
And Gabby is very consistent, putting that ball in play. She's fun to watch.
Absolutely. There's a little pop-up into the middle of the infield. Second baseman Macy Greger makes the play, retiring Gabby Beerley. 1 out.
Next up, senior shortstop, number 83, Addie Goyle.
Here's one of our senior captains, number 83, Addie Goyle. Addie had a little bit of a slow start to the season, but has really come on with a number of hits in the last couple of games. That's a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes here early in the first inning. Beautiful day here in Eagan, Minnesota. Ooh. Called that low outside pitch. Called it a strike, so now we're at 1-1. So long fly ball, deep left field, way out of play. Got way ahead of that one, so now she's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tess is taking a nice lead out there. Any ball in play on the right side of the field should get her to third, and don't be surprised if it gets to the outfield if Christian doesn't send her home. Want to jump out here early if we can. There's a high fly ball. Tess Peterson's going to tag up. It keeps carrying back. Center fielder Jackie Larson makes the play. Unfortunately, got the ball in quickly for the Wildcats, unfortunately. Tess Peterson could not advance. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Now batting is junior captain, number 23, Megan Dierberger. There's that high pitch again. He's calling that one up at the letters. Something that the Wildcats and the Jaguars are going to have to pay attention to during the season, during this game. And there's that pitch again. Megan had to swing at it. He's calling it a strike. So now we're 0-2 to Megan Dierberger. 2 outs.
And watch for Megan to shorten her swing here a little bit. She loves going to that right center gap.
Foul ball, back out of play. Count remains 0-2. Megan has played mostly catcher this season. That's where she is today. Megan has raised her average to .438 on the season. Gets a pop fly to shortstop Tabitha Achatz. Makes the play and retires the side. So with one hit and one left on, after one full inning here in Eagan, it's 0-0. All right, welcome back here in Eagan. It is the top of the second inning. Next up is the cleanup hitter, number 44, catcher Hannah Efforts. She is second on the Bloomington-Jefferson with 13 hits and has 10 RBIs on the season. Strong hitter, and Nicole gets that outside pitch for her fourth straight batter where she's led off with a strike. In softball, as much as baseball, getting that first pitch strike is so key to getting outs. Great play over there by Sarah Borger. Let that play happen. Caught the ball. Jalen Hemsworth made a nice play on the ground ball to third base. A little bit of a high throw. Sarah bails her out. Jalen's going to have to buy her a candy bar now. But we got the out, and so that's the first out of the inning. That brings up number 21, Lauren Geeson. She also pitches. She has 14 RBIs on the season. She's a senior. Also plays first base. There's a foul ball back out of play. So the count is 1-1. Good pitch there on the outside half of the plate. Nicole gets her swinging, takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Can definitely see a difference in Nicole's confidence. She gets that first pitch strike. It's much more effective.
There's a line drive to center field, tailing down, but Gabby Beerley Jr. is there, makes a nice play on the line drive for the second out. So now batting is Sophie Rowland. She's playing left field today. She comes in batting .381 on the season. Hard ground ball, second baseman Ella Bailey up with the throw and gets the out. So another 1-2-3 inning. After 1.5, it's 0-0. Hi, welcome back here, Eagan, Minnesota. Wildcats are up to bat in the bottom of the second inning. Up is sophomore, number 50, Sarah Borger. Takes a line drive over the shortstop's head. Perfect placement to get a hit. And Sarah Borger is on for the second inning in a row where the Wildcats get the leadoff hit.
First pitch, swinging. I like it.
Yep, ready to go right away. That's key also in softball, as much as baseball. But getting early in the count, finding that pitch that you really want to drive and going after it. You know, some batters like to work the count a little bit. Sarah definitely likes to find her pitch and get that going. Again, Addie Schussler up there swinging on the first pitch. Fouls that one back out of play. Josie Becker in the circle. She has a 4.0 ERA on the season. A little bit lower now that she's pitched another inning, but it's a pop up. Yep, just got underneath that one. Pop up to the catcher for out number 1. So something to take note of. That's the third pop up. So if the umpire is going to call that high strike, it's a little bit tough not to lay off of it, and then a lot of times the result there is a pop up on that high strike.
It is.
Jalen Hemsworth, number 7, playing third base today. Takes a ball high. Sarah Borger's at first base. Good hard swing there by Jalen, just outside, just missed it. 1-1 count. There was that high strike or high pitch. Didn't call the strike. It looked like it was probably a little bit outside. Jalen hasn't had a lot of at-bats this season. Has been dealing with a couple of injuries, but she's back hitting today. This is just her 6th or her 8th plate appearance. She's batting .200, ready to get off and get going. 3-1 count, looking for her pitch, something that she can drive here. Good pitch on the outside half. Strong swing by foul tip back into the catcher's glove. Strikeout. Out number 2. Those 3 good hard swings by Jalen. Hasn't had a lot of, like I said, hasn't had a lot of opportunity. Needs to see a few more plate appearances to get into that rhythm. Ground ball, little squeaker. Off the end of the bat by Drew Busley. Gets Sarah Borger ahead. Tough play for the third baseman there. That ball spinning around. Should probably deserve a hit on that one. So now batting is number 66. Second baseman, Ella Bailey. The last 2 hitters in this lineup are the freshmen. Overall, Eagan's got a fairly young lineup. Two freshmen starting today. Drew, who just had that little squibber hit, and now Ella here. Goes to 0-2 with the foul ball. Ella has historically been a good 2-strike hitter. Should look for her to find that pitch and shorten her swing like Megan was going to. Try to push her on the right side. Good spot by the pitcher, but it was inside. Ball. So now we're at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ella steps out of the box, resets herself, gets herself ready to go. Gonna be a little squibber over the top. Down, that ball is down. Ooh, we're going to need to see a replay on that. That looked like it was on the ground. Not sure if that was a great diving catch by shortstop Tabitha Atkins, but it did look like it dropped. Might not have the angle on that one. But
After two.
after two
Jaguars
full
coming
innings,
to bat.
it's 0-0. What'd you think?
You're doing an excellent job. What'd you say? I thought you caught it.
Did you think she caught it?
From here.
All right, back here in Eagan, we're in the top of the third inning. Batting for the Jaguars is designated player Aaliyah Lawrence. Hits a hard line drive into left center. Gap gets to the wall. And going to be a slide in double for Aaliyah Lawrence.
Hey guys, my dad's watching and he says there's no video or audio feed.
Next up, the right fielder, Hannah Peters.
Hannah Peters shows bunt, pulls back, called strike. So we're at one ball, or no balls, one strike. Gets that first pitch strike again. That's 7 out of 8 batters where she's gone that way. Good start for Nicole today, sophomore. Showing the bunt again.
Oh.
Tried to make a great play by Sarah Borger, doesn't quite get there. Unfortunately, great hustle play though. Love to see that out of Sarah. Results in a hit. Now it's first and third for the Jaguars. They're threatening here in the top of the third inning. Line drive and then that bunt. Brings up number 12, Carly Larson. She's a sophomore infielder. Doesn't see a lot of time in games, but getting the start today. Called strike. Defensive indifference gives that base runner to second base from first. With no throw down, it's not a stolen base. It's just defensive indifference. Don't want to let the runner at third get home. Looks like Christian has his corners pinching a little bit. Looking to look back the runner at third base and get an out here. It's always a precarious situation for second and third with nobody out in a tight game. Good pitch there by Nicole. Little high. This is Carly's only second at-bat of the season. Be nice to see Nicole come right after her and see if we can't get the strikeout for Eagan. Went high, and she did strike her out. That was a good hard swing by Carly, but does result in the out. That's Nicole's second strikeout. So that brings up number 15, center fielder Jackie Larson. She grounded out to Ella Bailey in the top of the first inning.
Little check swing.
Wasn't so sure about that one. It was up in the zone, but with the umpire calling that high strike, they need to be aggressive on it.
Again, a first pitch strike.
I have that as our 9th first pitch strike. Second foul ball. So now we are 0-2. Second and third. Be really nice if she gets the strikeout right here and take care of herself and take a little bit of pressure off the infield. Christian makes the call into Megan and Nicole. Change up. Sat on it. Fouled it back into the screen.
Nicole's usually very effective way ahead of the count like this with 2 strikes.
Absolutely.
Though she's just a sophomore, very experienced pitcher.
Yeah, she did get called up in 2019 as an 8th grader. Oh, that's a hard ground ball up the middle. Hard throw from Gabby Beerley into home. That results in a RBI for Jackie Larson. And the Jaguars take a 1-0 lead. So that brings up second baseman, Macy Greger. Macy's one of their better hitters as well. She comes in batting .381 on the season. She struck out on a high fastball. Wasn't so sure about that call in the first inning. Showing bunt, pulls it back. That's the fake bunt steal. No throw.
A lot of moving parts on that play.
Yeah, it's a favorite of a lot of coaches. Make the see if they'll throw down, see if they're going to move around, and really have that girl on third base really paying attention, trying to get something. Little squibber to Addie. Oh, didn't make the throw over. It would have been tough to get her at first probably. That was kind of off the end of the bat. But that is another run for the Bloomington-Jefferson Jaguars. So again, so now we have first and second. Ground ball to shortstop last time up for Tabitha.
Casilius is throwing a lot of ground ball pitches.
Yep.
With just one out, be nice to get the lead runner here.
Yes. Fly ball deep, center field. Gabby Beerley going back on it. That's a 3-run home run over the center field fence for Tabitha Atkins. And that results in the score being 5-0. That is Tabitha's second home run and 12th RBI on the season. So now the bases are clear. We'll see how Nicole responds to that. The ball got up in the air a little bit. Carried well. Was a hard hit, well hit ball by Tabitha. Tough way coming back. Hits Hannah on the arm.
I'm not sure of the call here.
Some discussion between home plate umpire Joe Tuzna and Christian Duncan. There's going to be a courtesy runner. Number 17, Hannah Bach, come in a courtesy run. Brings up number 21, Lauren Geeson. As we talked about, she's a good hitter. Only 3 strikeouts on the season, batting .455 coming into today's game. Grounded to third baseman. That's going to drop in over Ella's head. And there's a good play. That's actually good teamwork by the umpires there. Drew Busley makes a great play to come in charging hard and immediately through to Addie Goyle at shortstop Addie Goyle covering second base. Home plate umpire comes out, makes the call, and gets her out. Calls her out. As you can see on the replay, great call. It was really, really close. If she slides, she might be safe.
That is a tough play for the runner in that case. Little blooper over the second baseman. Had to hold up, make sure that ball wasn't caught.
Brings up number 4, Sophie Rowland. This is the 9th batter in the inning. Be nice to get the second or the third out and get out of here. Foul ball down the right field line. Drew Busley giving chase. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Bloomington has put up 5 runs in this inning. Couple strong hits. One almost spectacular play by first baseman Sarah Borger on the bunt. Ground ball. Ball was up a little bit in the zone. Sarah gives chase. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nicole's looking to close this out. Hard ground ball to shortstop Addie Goyle. Throws over to first baseman Sarah Borger. Retires the side. But after 2.5 innings, Bloomington jumps to a commanding 5-0 lead. Welcome back to Eagan. Bottom of the 3rd inning. The Wildcats will look to answer what the Jaguars just did. Put up 5 runs on 5 hits. A couple of nice defensive plays there by the Wildcats. But the 3-run home run by Tabitha Achatz puts Bloomington-Jefferson up in the lead. Nicole Casilius leads this one off, and she's going to get the blip hit over second base. Her second hit of the game. So again, Eagan puts the leadoff hitter on base for the 3rd straight inning. Has not been able to advance her very far. And again is number 40, Tess Peterson, as the courtesy runner. Now batting is Gabby Beerley, playing center field today. Gabby is a junior. This is her first year playing varsity softball for the Wildcats. Chased one upstairs, one that she probably would like to have back.
I do like the aggressiveness, swinging at that first pitch in her at bat. However, a little out of the zone.
And oftentimes that pitch there, all it's going to result in is a pop-up. Josie continues to work up in the zone. Goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Gabby spends her summertime playing for clutch hitters. Puts her bat out on it, gets the foul ball up out of play. Brian Oliver almost makes a spectacular catch.
It looked scared to me. Just trying to get out of the way.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Gabby Beerley. Foul ball back out of or back into the screen.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, Gabby is a very good contact hitter. Very high on-base percentage.
Tess Peterson was running on the pitch, but a foul ball will bring her back to first base. Good at bat here by Gabby. 3 straight foul balls. It's another opportunity here for Tess to steal a base, possibly. She's got a lot of speed out there. Called up from the JV team for today's games. Ball high. Tess was not running on that pitch.
Good discipline by Beerley.
Yeah, that's a pitch that some girls would go after on a 1-2 count, especially knowing that he's calling that high strike. Not a pitch that she probably meant to swing at. Strikes out for the first out. Really good at bat there though for Gabby, but Josie gets her on the inside pitch. That is the first out of the inning. That'll bring up senior captain Addie Goyle. Takes ball high inside. Addie's been a mainstay for the Eagan Wildcats at shortstop. She played her entire sophomore year in 2019. That team went to far in the section tournament. That's a pop fly back into short left field, and so it's a high pop fly. Tess Peterson was running on the pitch. Shortstop Tabitha Atkins, who's having a heck of a day so far today, gets out there, makes the catch, but the throw back to first base was a little bit off the pace and hits the fence, and Tess Peterson is able to get back. Otherwise, she would have been doubled off. Megan Dierberger, hard ground ball to shortstop Tabitha Atkins. Saying her name a lot today. She gets the 3rd out of the inning. And after 3 full innings here in Eagan, it's Bloomington 5, Eagan 0 on ETV. Welcome back. It is the top of the 4th inning. The Jaguars coming to bat, leading off the same place they started last inning with Leah Lawrence. Rob Geeson's team has put up 5 runs on 5 hits. Only 1 left, 2 strikeouts. This is Aaliyah's only her 10th at bat of the season. Last time up, she hit a hard line drive to the left center gap. This time it's off the end of the bat. Sarah Borga makes a really nice play, corrals it, and takes it herself at first base. Ella Bailey gave chase, but Sarah waved her off. First out. Again, another first pitch strike as it was put in play. So now batting is right fielder Hannah Peters. She bunted last time. That was the play that Sarah Borger almost made. Foul ball. Again, there's another first pitch strike for Nicole.
Outstanding. I expect that's in her strategy for today. Until that 3-run bomb was working out pretty well.
Agreed. Sometimes good hitters beat good pitching, and that was the case for Tabitha. She's having a heck of a day.
Good point.
Ooh, there was that high pitch. This time the umpire doesn't give it to Nicole. Runs the count 1-1. There haven't been a lot of hard hit balls except for the couple that they scored runs on. Nicole's been keeping off balance. That's a called strike on the outside half of the plate. Nicole gets the count up to 2-1. Or 1-2, sorry. Ooh. And he calls the low pitch. Something he hasn't done yet today. But he gives it to Nicole there, and that is her third strikeout of the afternoon. Coming up now is Carly Larson. She struck out her last time up to bat. This is just her third at-bat of the season. Ball low.
A rare miss for Casilius today on that first pitch.
Goes upstairs, something Carly likes. That she liked that pitch. And she swung out on that exact same pitch in the first at-bat.
She did. Looks like Casilius is hitting her spots today. Though not getting all the called strikes, it seems that she's hitting her target.
Line drive right back to Casilius. Fields it, gets the out. That's a 1-2-3 inning for the Wildcat defense. And after 4.5 innings, it's 5-0
down in order.
Bloomington.
Score remains 5.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. Bloomington-Jefferson leading 5-0. Now batting number 50, Sarah Borger. She's a sophomore. This is her first varsity experience. She's locked down the first base spot. Josie Becker rocks and fires. Ground ball. Foul.
I like that Sarah's being aggressive early in the count. Like that, you see that first pitch, you like it. Probably the best one you're going to see all at bat.
Exactly. Last time she hit that line drive into left field. There's another get ahead of it, just foul. About 3 feet foul. Would have been a great spot. Runs the count 0-2. Should probably want to look for a change up or some side of off-speed pitch. She's way ahead of the pitches so far from Josie. There's that high ball. It's to third baseman. Bobbled it. Still made a heck of a play to come back over and get her, or not get her, but made the plays really close. So that's Sarah's second time on bat. Sorry, second time on base. You can see here on the replay, bobbled it. Still comes up firing.
Oh, it's a good play.
That's Casey Larson. Made a nice effort on that. Doesn't get it.
I like to credit the umps when I can. They work hard. They're out here. We see these fellas often during the season.
Absolutely.
Solid.
Throw down, trying to get Sarah leading off. One thing the Wildcats are really good at is getting that extra step, and a lot of times they're diving back. Mom and Dad have got to do a lot of uniform cleaning with these white uniforms. They get dirty a lot, and they're diving back into bases constantly, trying to make the defense make a mistake. 2-ball count, high fly ball into left field. Left fielder Sophie Rowland makes the play on the line. Pop out or fly out for Addie Schussler. First out of the inning. That brings up third baseman Jalen Hemsworth. This is also Jalen's first go at varsity softball. Sophomore.
Third baseman, Jalen Hemsworth.
As we talked about earlier, she's battled a couple injury things, wasn't available for a game, so she's still getting into the rhythm of the season. Fouls that one back.
Another aggressive swing, first pitch.
It's one of those things, you know, we saw in dome ball during the winter time. They weren't as aggressive as we would have liked to see. They seem to have really flipped that around as we've gotten into the outdoor season. Change up. Jalen waited on it enough, but it's a pop fly to shortstop Tabitha Ackett. That brings up number 14, Drew Busley. Last time up, she hit that little squirrely ball off the end of the bat that third baseman couldn't quite get. Gets the hit. Low pitch called as a strike. No balls, one strike. 4 straight innings where the Wildcats have gotten the leadoff batter on base, but have not been able to get them too far into scoring position. It's a foul ball back out of play to the left side of the field. Runs the count 0-2. Again, I think that Drew should be watching for some sort of off speed, some sort of ball movement here. Probably not a fast ball down the middle.
Right.
Josie Becker's pitched a pretty good game here. A couple hard hit balls, but mostly kept us off balance. Ball high.
Borger's getting that aggressive lead off of first. Catcher's taking a look, but not quite pulling the trigger. With 2 outs, probably a good idea.
I love, and you know what, if she does get thrown out in this situation, you got Drew, Ella, and Nicole coming up, so it's not a bad spot to really be aggressive. Ground ball to third base, off the plate. Carly makes the play and retires Drew Busley. So we've played 4 innings here in Eagan, and the Jaguars are up 5-0 on ETV. All right, welcome back to Eagan. Bloomington-Jefferson coming to bat in the top half of this inning, up 5-0. It's interesting, both teams have 5 hits. The difference is a 3-run home run by Tabitha Ackett. Leading off the inning is center fielder, number 15, Jackie Larson. Jackie's a sophomore. Hard ground ball right back to Nicole Casilia. She fields it cleanly, throws over to first baseman Lauren Borger to get the first out.
Lauren is actually the first baseman's sister. Sarah Borger making the play at first.
Whoops, sorry about that, Daryl. So Daryl has a daughter named Lauren.
And a first baseman named Sarah.
We're just going to get them all confused. All right, now with 1 out, Nicole comes back, hard foul ball. Again, that was another first pitch strike for Nicole. Nicole's really pitching really well. You know, left that 1 pitch up to Tabitha, but that, you know, really looking really solid today. Change up, little pop flare into outfield. Gabby Beerley gives chase. Calls off right fielder Drew Busley and makes the catch. Second out, good job by the Wildcats here, making their defensive plays. All right, last time that she was up, there was a big hit. Had two girls on. This time bases are empty. She also grounded out to shortstop.
Just missed upstairs.
That was a pitch he was calling earlier in the game. Not sure that he's necessarily gone away from it, but maybe it's just a little bit too high. Hard line drive. Great play by Addie Goyle. Lays out, doesn't quite have to dive, but makes a heck of a play to get that.
Oh my, Eddie Goyle.
To get that out. Saves a hit for sure. That was going to the wall, probably. It was in the gap. And after 5.5, Bloomington up 5-0 on ETV. Awesome. Welcome back, bottom of the 5th inning. We're going to get a replay of that play by Addie Goyle. The cameras did catch it. She had a heck of a play. That was a hard line drive to the shortstop. You can see there, she just sticks her glove out, makes a great play. He saves that ball from hitting the fence. Now batting, number 66, Ella Bailey, freshman. Turns on that one. Long strike for Josie Becker.
Again, like the aggressiveness, first pitch swinging.
Absolutely.
Like it, hit it.
She has turned on one in her club days, has put one over the fence. Not a big player, though. She's only about 5'3", 100 pounds soaking wet, but got great speed. There it is. It's going to be a seeing eye single up the middle. Ella Bailey gets another hit for the season. Whoops, it's a proud dad moment. So it'll be interesting to see here what Christian Duncan does. Ella's got blazing speed. She actually, as a 7th grader, ran in sections for the Wildcats. Oh, that's going to be a line drive hit into left field. Ella Bailey turns, takes a look, stays there.
First pitch swinging.
Great. I mean, love the aggressiveness. This is exactly what we need in order to get back into the game for the Wildcats. Josie Peters kind of left that one up just a little bit. Shot it into left field. Good hard line drive. That is her 3rd hit of the day. She is absolutely on fire this season. Brings up Gabby Beerley.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah.
Good chance here for the Wildcats. 2 on, nobody out. That'll get down.
And we're going to load the bases. Little pop bunt.
What's up, Ella?
All right, so that high pitch. It's really tough when you're having to bunt that. But it was a called bunt. Both, I think, Nicole and Ella were on the move on that play. She got it down, loads the bases. Really good opportunity here. Bases loaded. There's a ton of speed on the bases right now. Any hit to the right side is going to most likely score Ella. Ball inside.
Great opportunity here for our team leader, senior.
She's hit the ball in the air a couple of times. There's a deep fly ball, left field. It's tailing foul ball. That was really close to a home run. Not sure how close that was to going over the fence.
Got us all out of our seats to take a peek.
Absolutely. Home plate umpire John Tuzna gets down the line, makes a great call.
I think he can hear you.
He's ignoring me. It's okay. We're best friends, though.
Nice.
That's a pitch she might have wanted to go after. It's a tough pitch to lay off of.
Still hitting her spots.
Yep. Low pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count to Addie. Hard ground ball. It's going to be tough to get Ella at home.
Never.
Nope, she's going to be in there safe.
Speed.
That's
Look at
the
her
key,
go.
right? There's a lot of speed right there. She took off as soon as that ball was hit. It was a good play by Ella. Great job by Addie to get the ball in play. And the Wildcats are on the board with a hit or with a run. We could use a little. So now Christian is going to make a little switch here. Got a courtesy run for Nicole Casillas. I think here in this situation, he's doing this because he doesn't want a collision at home with his pitcher. It's a smart play. Nicole's got plenty of speed to run it herself. I think that he didn't courtesy run initially for her because he had Ella in front of Nicole. Nicole wasn't going anywhere that Ella wasn't going.
Good point.
So there wasn't really much of a reason to courtesy run for her. But here we're trying to protect her from having a problem. That ball's going to flare into center field. Tess Peterson's going to tag up. There's going to be a play at the plate. It's offline. And Tess Peterson scores the 2nd run of the game for the Wildcats. Little sacrifice fly into center field. Megan moved the runners around, and the lead is cut to 3. There's 1 out in the inning.
Thank you. Like to see an aggressive swing here if she likes it.
Absolutely. Not her pitch. That's an inside pitch. Working with Sarah all winter long. She's not. She doesn't necessarily like to turn on that pitch unless she has to. Like to get her hands out and extended.
And I'm not mad. Not a great pitch to put the barrel on.
Oh, that's a fly. That's a pop fly. Tabitha Atkins is underneath it. Makes the play behind the circle for the 2nd out of the inning. So we have Gabby Beerley is at 3rd. We have Addie Goyle at 2nd base, and now batting number 60, Addie Schussler. She's looking to get her first hit of the game. Flow out to left. That's going to be a squibber. It's going to stay fair. Nobody's going to make the play on her. Nobody's watching where the ball is at, and the Wildcats are going to score 2 runs, and Addie is going to take 2nd base. So in this dirt, the ball was just spinning. That ball was going to stay fair. It wasn't going to spin foul. So the first baseman made the right play. But because she kind of whacked at it and knocked it out into foul territory, they weren't sure where the ball went. And allows 2 Wildcats to score.
Very fortunate for the Wildcats and great heads-up base running.
So with that, the lead is cut to 1. Little conference out on the mound. Have a little conversation. Addie Schussler is at 2nd base. Gets the single. That thing was just a spinner. That thing had going 100 miles an hour but going nowhere. Jalen takes the first strike called. She does like that inside pitch. She definitely thought about it.
Another strong cut.
Love the aggressiveness out of Jalen Hemsworth. Ball high.
Couldn't get her to chase. Jay's a disciplined hitter.
Absolutely.
Plays her summers with the 04 Minnesota Stars.
Pop fly. First baseman is on it.
Oh.
Makes the play because of runner interference, I believe. I didn't see the ball into her glove, but after 5 full innings with the Wildcats scoring 4 in the bottom half, it's 5-4 Bloomington. So now we're back. The game got tightened up there in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Wildcats having 4 hits and 4 runs and some aggressive base running. But now, to answer is the Jaguars, batting number 4th, Hannah Efforts. She's catching today, number 44.
A rare miss for Casilius on that first pitch.
But again, up in the zone, they like to go after it. Hannah Efforts is a sophomore. You know, with losing the COVID season last year, there's a lot of sophomores who would have gotten a lot of experience as freshmen, either at the JV level or at the varsity level. And, you know, especially we've seen that with the Wildcats here. We've played 7 games, and we're finally starting to get our stride with some of these younger players.
Very true. It's fun to see the young team, knowing that we'll be competitive here the next few years. 4 sophomores starting today.
And 2 freshmen.
Huge.
So we are 1-1 count to Hannah Efforts. She has been hit by a pitch and a hard ground ball to third. Off-speed pitch by Nicole. Thought it was a strike. Didn't get the call. As any pitcher thinks every pitch is probably a strike. Even the ones that bounce in front of the plate.
Ooh, she's hit that spot 3 times in this at-bat, just not getting it from the umpire.
There's a called strike. Runs the count full. Only one time in 5 innings has the leadoff hitter got on base, but that's the 2nd time. Leadoff walk by catcher Hannah Efforts. They are going to do a courtesy runner for her. In to run is number 17, Hannah Bach. Next up is senior Lauren Geeson, playing first base today.
Borger
Off the end of the bat, corralled by by Sarah Borger. It's Lauren Geeson with Sarah Borger. Sorry. But great play by Sarah Borger right there. One out now for the Wildcats. Great play there. You can see on the replay. Extended all the way out, corralled it in. Would have been a catch in the NFL. Got both hands underneath. The ball didn't move.
Good call. So far, 1 for 2 on diving efforts out of Borger.
Right. I'll take that all day long.
Like to see the aggressiveness.
Absolutely. One thing that I think is going to be beneficial here for Nicole is that she's gone a few games long with a lot of pitches. On a hot day like this, you know, the endurance is going to be able to be there. We're at 2-0 count, though, to left fielder Sophia Rowland. Steps in. Christian Duncan gives him the call. Fouls one back. Earlier in the game, I gave you the rundown on who's playing infield. For the outfield for the Wildcats today, in left field is Addie Schussler. Center field is Gabby Beerley, and in right field is Drew Busley. 2-1 count. Low. So this at bat has been the low pitches. Prior walk to Hannah was the higher pitches. Hard ground ball. Ella Bailey makes a diving play, gets past her, cannot quite make that play. Just slid underneath her glove.
That ball got there in a hurry.
It did. So first and second, 1 out. Hey, by the way, we're going to make a call out to our assistant coach, Abby Brinkmeyer, and friend Sarah Moulton, who are down watching the game live on YouTube down in Florida. It was Abby's birthday yesterday. Happy 26th birthday, Abby. We miss you, but we know you're having fun down in Florida. That was a called strike.
Ladies love having Miss Abby as their coach this year.
Her energy at the first base box is huge. Another called strike there on Aaliyah Lawrence. Didn't think that was a strike. Kind of looked back at the umpire, but he raised the arm and called the strike. So 0-2 count. First and second are occupied. Ground ball, foul ball off of her leg. That would have been a tough play, so probably a good thing that it bounced off her leg.
Hemsworth got
Not sure that she thinks it. Be interesting to see if we have a replay of that, whether or not it actually did hit her. Aaliyah's looking like, wait, that didn't hit me. She ran hard all the way down, didn't stop at all. Will be pop fly back into the screen. All right, so it sounds like we have a replay of the last play. Yeah, you know, it's hard to tell off that replay whether or not it got her. It does look like it may have got the foot, at least from the umpire's perspective. It looked like it hit her. Rather have it a strong call by the umpire like that than to let it play out. That's a foul. That's going to be a spinner ball that's going to end up fair. Ella Bailey's there to make the play, and they call her out. Oh, great job by Sarah to pop on that, barehand that ball, turn and fire. Get the second out. Ella was there to make the play.
Next up, the right fielder.
We've had a number of those. Yep, Ella Bailey's there to make the play. Sarah's going to have to give her a couple tips on how to stretch on that. She stretched to the outside, not towards Sarah, but, you know.
It was effective, nonetheless.
It worked. Good thing Sarah didn't throw it any higher.
Point. I know Coach Brinkmeyer has been working with the infielders.
Yes.
They have great bunt coverage, that's for sure. That was very similar to a bunt coverage.
Exactly. Abby's probably down there cheering, saying, good job, ladies. Good
Just
effort.
Like I showed them.
Ball low. So we have Hannah Efforts at third, and Sophie Rowland is at second base with Hannah Peters up. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout last at bat. Foul ball. Runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. She also had a bunt hit in the in the third inning. So it kind of helped propel that little 5-out or 5-run inning for them. Called her out again, second strike out, and a great way to work out of a jam, right? We had first and second with only 1 out. We get the spinner and we get the called strikeout. That's 5.5 complete with Bloomington-Jefferson 5, Eagan 4. We're going to the bottom of the 6th on ETV. All right, so now we're back at the bottom of the 6th inning. Drew Busley is up, freshman. Foul ball. Tries to take Christian's legs off. Christian gets out of the way. Drew is 1 for 2 on the day. Had a little squirt hit down third base line and also a ground ball to third baseman. Drew's finding her stride after some early season struggles. Really proud of her for bouncing back the way that she has. She's one of the freshmen. So against Lakeville North on Thursday, The Wildcats pulled off 5 runs on Lexi Hagler. There's a line drive hit into center field. That's going to be a nice stand-up single for Drew.
Definitely see the confidence coming back for Drew Busley.
Absolutely. She's a really good hitter, really strong player. She plays varsity basketball, starts as a freshman. Actually started, I think, as an 8th grader. Now that brings up Ella Bailey, who's also 1 for 2. Had that little hit last inning to start things off. Over the second base bag. Shows bunt, gets it down. It's going to be a tight play at first base. She's going to be safe. That ball is tossed. Drew Buss is going to advance to third. Probably don't get her on that. It'd be interesting to see how close that play was at first. But really, yeah, that was going to be a hit. The throw was not going to be on time. So that should be a second hit for Ella. We got first and third.
I agree. Outstanding bunt, great speed, very effective.
And Christian loves to use that speed. Just loves it. There's another bunt. That's going to be bases loaded. Hit for Nicole. Bases loaded. Bring it up, Gabby Beerley. Excellent execution on that. They didn't throw, to Jefferson's credit, they did not throw the ball to first base because I'm pretty convinced that Drew was ready to go. She was definitely going to try to head toward home on that and force them to make a play.
Good discipline by the fielder. I noticed the second baseman got a late start trying to get over there. Made the right play to hold on to it.
So we have bases loaded. There's a conference at the mound as Rob Geeson is out there to talk to his team. Josie Becker is still in the circle, wanting to make sure they're making the right play. Do not be surprised if Christian pulls out one of his magic tricks right here. He likes to be aggressive when in this type of situation, really force the defense to make a play. It's a little sprinkle coming over the top.
Little relief from the sun. Feels good. Conference has broken up.
All right, so we're back out of that conference. Junior Gabby Beerley is up. She had a bunt, little pop-up bunt, but also struck out and popped out behind second base. Looking for her to get a ball into the green. Going to score a couple of runs if she does that. Ball high.
Great position for the Wildcats right now with their top on-base percentage batter in the box.
There's a fly ball to center field. That's going to likely score Drew Busley. The throw is coming in. Ella Bailey is going to advance to 3. Nicole Casilius advances to second. Great sacrifice fly by Gabby Beerley to get the tying run across the plate. All right, so good sacrifice fly. That's what we needed in that situation. We have Ella Bailey at third base. Nicole Casilius is at second base. Senior leader, Addie Goyle, is up. Foul ball, back behind the plate.
I think she revels in these situations. Truly a team leader, most vocal, leads by example. I think she loves to be in these spots. Hopefully she can make it work. Oh, look at that.
Fair ball bunt. Doesn't throw it. Uh-oh, we might have a rundown. Yeah, unfortunately, they did the fake throw to first base and got Ella hung up in the middle of a rundown. She was anticipating the throw. It was a great bunt by Addie. Aggressive base running, but unfortunately for the Wildcats, just couldn't quite get around that tag, and they get the out at home. Second out of the inning. But that does put Nicole Casilius at third base. They are not going to run for her. They have Addie Goyle out at second base with Megan Dierberger up to bat. There's a fly ball, center field. Center fielder Jackie Larson is underneath it, hauls it in, And unfortunately for the Wildcats, we only score one with the bases loaded. We go to the top of the 7th with the game tied 5-5. Thank you. All right, so sorry about that. We are back at the top of the 7th inning. The Wildcats score 1 in the top or bottom of the 6th. So now it is 5-5. Number 17, Hannah Bach, is reported in for number 12, I believe was what the call was from the umpire. Oh, yes. Number 17, Hannah Bach, is now batting. Bottom of the 7th, or top of the 7th inning. See if they're going to get something started here. First pitch, strike. Again, Nicole is really on fire with that first pitch. Hannah Bach, this is really only her second at-bat of the season. Good spot for her to come in, show what she can do. Rob Geeson's given some credit for his sophomore. There's a foul ball, and Nicole goes up 0-2 on the count. Really strong outing from Nicole in this game.
Still in charge. Looking very strong.
Line drive hit out.
Oh,
Caught the ball. That's a heck of a play by Drew Busley. Diving play. Right field. Takes a hit away from Bach. She sold out for that one. Christian Duncan loves it when his outfielders just go after it. That ball was probably a double if she doesn't make that catch. Brings us back to the top of the order. Jackie Larson. She is 1 for 3 on the day. A couple hard ground balls and a RBI single in the 3rd inning. Hot fly. Nicole Casillas calls everybody off, and we get the 2nd out of the inning. So that brings up, now we have 2 outs in the inning.
We've got a canopy in right field. If the camera can catch that or not.
It's not quite a dog running across the field.
It's not.
But we had a canopy, and it looks like the canopy may have lost its life.
It's definitely injured.
It's not looking good at all. All right, 2 outs. Strong hitting, Macy Greger is up. First pitch in. Pop fly. Going to Addie Goyle, shortstop. And on like 5 pitches, 1, 2, 3 inning, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied 5-5 on ETV. right, we're back. Eagan, Minnesota. Eagan Wildcats against the Bloomington-Jefferson Jaguars. This is one of the best games the Wildcats have had of the season. It's tied 5-5, bottom of the 7th inning. Sarah Borger, sophomore, first baseman, up. Hard ground ball, gonna get through the hole into left field. Ground ball, first pitch hit.
First pitch swinging.
Dad's got to be proud here.
He must be.
So this is where Christian's going to get aggressive with some of his base runners that he has available for him. My guess is it's going to be Tess Peterson is going to run for Sarah with her speed. And that's exactly what it's going to be. Christian Duncan giving Tess Peterson a couple of little instructions. So Tess Peterson will be in to pinch run here. Smart play there by Coach Duncan. He's very aggressive. He wants to get this last run across to take the win. Sophomore Tess Peterson really making a good splash down at the JV team this year. Brings up sophomore Addie Schussler playing left field. There's the bunt attempt outside for a ball. Due up behind here is Jalen Hemsworth and Drew Busley. So the bottom part of the order is looking to secure the win for the Wildcats. Foul ball in the dirt.
Closest game we've seen so far this season. It's kind of fun.
Absolutely. Also into pitch, just to make it clear, is number 21, Lauren Geeson. She is their ace pitcher. She has the most innings, a 2.0 ERA. Attempted
save.
Great steal by Tess Peterson to get into scoring position on the attempted bunt by Schussler. Offered on the changeup. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tess Peterson's in scoring position. A hit to the outfield likely makes a play at the plate. Lauren Geeson has a 2.0 ERA, 8 earned runs in 28 innings. Hard ground ball right to third base, makes the throw over, calls her safe, and Tess Peterson advances to third base. Carly Larson sat down on that ball, wanted to make sure that it didn't get through. Really close play at first base. Addie Schussler running hard all the way. Let's see the replay. Yep. That's a really close play, but it looks like she just barely beat it out. So now up, sophomore, Jalen Hemsworth. Bloomington-Jefferson brings in the infield. Going to try for a play at the plate. Anything that gets past the infield is going to score the winning run. Jalen's just looking to get the ball in play. Even a little fly ball with Tessa's speed might get it. Oh! Tessa's going to come home to play at the plate. She scores, and the game is over. Tess Peterson scores the winning run, and the Wildcats upset the number 6 team in the state, Bloomington-Jefferson Jaguars. So, after 7 full innings, the game is over. 6-5. Eagan walks off Bloomington for the win. Thank you for joining us today. Daryl, great job being with you. We got 2 more games to go after this, but great win for the Wildcats. And we welcome you guys to come back and join us for the next 2 games after this. But so long from ETV.